How big dogs have much shorter lifespans than smaller dogs? Is it the same for humans? Say a 6 feet 7 inch man versus a 5 feet 5 man? There's a surprising amount of research showing that tall people have shorter lifespans than short people. This Slate article from 2013, "I wish I was a little bit shorter. The research is clear. Being tall is hazardous to your health," cites a bunch of studies, and since then even more have been published. Do big guys really die younger? An examination of height and lifespan in former professional basketball players. Shorter men live longer. Association of height with longevity and FOXO3 genotype in American men of Japanese ancestry. This Healthline article from 2021 gives an overview. Evidence that short people live longer. What we know. The cause isn't really clear. The most obvious answer, some kind of confounding effect unrelated to height, has been addressed carefully by most of these studies that go to extraordinary lengths to eliminate such confounders. Although larger species of animals typically live longer than smaller species, the relationship of body size to longevity within a species is generally opposite. The longevity advantage of smaller individuals can be considerable and is best documented in laboratory mice and in domestic dogs. Importantly, it appears to apply broadly, including humans. It is not known whether these associations represent causal links between various developmental and physiological mechanisms affecting growth and/or aging. Somatic growth, aging, and longevity are also influenced by a variety of hormonal and nutritional signals, and much work will be needed to answer the question of why smaller individuals may be likely to live longer. Somatic growth, aging, and longevity. Another proposed reason is increased risk of cancer. Simply stated, more cells equals more chances for those cells to become cancerous. The short answer is yes, there is a solid inverse correlation between height and longevity within the normal range of human height. At the extreme upper end of height, longevity drops off very sharply, but the same happens at the extreme lower end as well. On top of that, height correlates very strongly with higher income, which in turn yields better health outcomes across the board. So, based on earnings, you'd expect the tall to live longer. Once you account for this confounding factor, the effects of height on longevity become considerably larger than they appear on the surface. Studies have confirmed it is somewhat true, but not to the extent between different dog sizes. Some of that lifespan difference may just be due to all the inbreeding required to get giant dogs, but that is speculation. To be fair, the relative size difference between dogs is much bigger as well. Humans are in a narrow distribution of height and frame comparatively. A lot of inbreeding in smaller dogs as well, so I don't really think that explains it. If anything, I'd think it would require more inbreeding to get small dogs since wolves aren't exactly tiny. There's a rare form of dwarfism, Laron syndrome. People with Laron syndrome rarely develop cancer. Also, they hardly go gray in old age. Werner, H., Lapkina Gendler, L., Achalog, L., Nagaraj, K., Somri, L., Yaron Saminsky, D., Pasmanik Chor, M., Sarfstein, R., Laron, Z., and Yacker, S. 2019. Genome-wide profiling of Laron syndrome patients identifies novel cancer protection pathways. Cells, 8, 6, p.596. Dwarfism may stymie diseases of old age. I'd be careful reading most MDPI articles. Almost impossible to have a paper rejected. Those predatory for-profit journals only care that they get their check at the end of the day.